everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are going to be doing a 5-star audit. So I got this idea from Kayla, Books and Lala. This is like, she did this video a couple years ago. It's kind of an older video now, but I think it's still a really fun concept. So basically, I will screen record on my computer and I put all my 5 stars from 2023 and 2024 on here. Unfortunately, I have not had a 5-star yet this year, which is very sad considering that we're almost into the 3rd month of the year. That hasn't happened since I started getting really back into reading. Sorry, there was a hawk outside that I could see out of my window. Anyway, so that's disappointing, but I'm going to take these 5 stars. I've written down some things that I feel like make a 5-star for me, and then we'll organize these 5 stars and see what really makes a 5-star for me. Okay, so here's all of my 5 stars. We are going to start with the first category. The first thing that I thought of was found family. This is something that I don't know, I feel like I've always gravitated towards. So let's see. Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, that I think would definitely fit in found family. The Hunger Games, I mean, it could. Let's see. The Fellowship of the Ring. Okay, some of these I'm going to count, like the Thursday Murder Club and the Fellowship of the Ring and Percy Jackson. I'm gonna count those all as a whole, the series as a whole, because every book in the series is a 5-star for me. So that's how that's going to be counted. Tuck Everlasting, that's found family. Station 11 is found family. I love that book. Okay, some of these other ones I feel like could also count, but the other category, another category that I thought of is old people. Literally, that's what I'm calling it, old people, which would be the Thursday Murder Club. Oh, The Brilliant Life of Eudora Honeysett. Remarkably Bright Creatures, I feel like can fit in found family and old people. Honestly, so can Thursday Murder Club and The Brilliant Life of Eudora Honeysett. The Way Home gets longer and longer. That one is about old people. It's about dementia and memory loss, and it made me cry because it's very sad. Okay, I feel like those ones. Okay, what other thing did I write down? Let's see here. Journey. I love a good journey. A book that takes me on a journey, where the characters are on a journey, or I feel like I'm on a journey. That's definitely Fellowship of the Ring, all the Lord of the Rings. The Hunger Games I feel like also can fit there. A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking, that's pretty journey-y. That's a fun one. The Hobbit, of course. Of course. The Lightning Thief. So that's, all of the Percy Jacksons. I mean, that is literally the hero's journey, which so is Lord of the Rings. So, okay, some of these I'm interested to see how they're gonna fit in here. Okay, let's explore another category, because some of these I'm I don't know, Okay, the next category that I thought of tropes that I like, what is happening is what I'm calling it. What is happening? I'm gonna make it a little smaller so that it fits. Okay. Piranesi definitely fits into that one. Does anything else though? Maybe that really isn't a category for me if only one book fits in there. Let's try... Oh, you know what? The Will of the Many. I feel like also can fit into journey. Both in the sense of the main character having to go through a journey of personal growth and in the sense of like embarking on a physical journey. Okay, another thing that I like is pondering. When a book makes me ponder, when a book makes me really think about my life. The Dreamers, which, okay, Station 11 also can fit in this. Should I copy it? Let's see. Duplicate. We'll bring Station 11 down here too, because it can also fit right there. The Memory Police. Definitely makes you think. Animal Farm. The Grapes of Wrath. Absolutely loved that book. Sound of a Wild Snail Eating. That made me think a lot. Sea of Tranquility. Oh, you know what? Maybe The Last Murder at the End of the World can fit into what is happening. Because that one is also kind of confusing and there's some twisties, some turnies. The Girl Who Drank the Moon, I guess that can fit into Journey. Honestly, The Girl Who Drank the Moon, I'm like, do I really remember what happened in that book? Oh, Anne of Green Gables fits in Found Family. This is specifically the graphic novel just because that's what I read recently, but the actual novel Anne of Green Gables is like one of my favorite books of all time, and that's definitely Found Family. You know what? So is Sheets. So is Sheets. Let's put that in there. Okay, let's see. So we have everyone on this train is a suspect, which I don't know why. Did I not give the first one 5 stars? I guess maybe I didn't. A Christmas Carol. I guess A Christmas Carol, that can fit into pondering. That makes you think, right? Because it's like, what would all the ghosts tell me about my life? Pride and Prejudice. That one's gonna be a hard one to place. The Screwtape Letters. Okay, that one makes me ponder as well. Like a lot of these pondering ones are the classics I've read. The Secret Garden. Does it count as found family if they're technically family because they're cousins? I don't know. Shady Hollow. What do I like about Shady Hollow? I kind of don't remember much about that one either. So I have another category left, but like these don't all fit in the same category, do they? Thornhenge. Thornhenge I feel like could fit into Journey. Journeying. This is tricky, you guys. I'm gonna put The Secret Garden into Found Family, even though they are technically family. But the thing about Found Family is also too, like the aspect that I love about Found Family is that they connect with people and they grow and they learn and they come together like a family would. So for this family that has been kind of estranged from each other to connect and come together and be a family still counts. Still counts. Okay, where am I going to put Pride and Prejudice? I do not know. The only one left, let's put that one in What Is Happening, because that one's pretty twisty. I feel like everyone in my family has killed one, and everyone in my everyone on this train is a suspect. Also fit in with Vera Wang and Thursday Murder Club in the sense that they're kind of like witty direct-to-reader. The Office BFFs is also like witty because they're actors and they're comedians. But Some Kind of Happiness, I guess that Some Kind of Happiness can go in pondering. Because Some Kind of Happiness is about a girl who is pretty young, I think she's like 10 or 11, who has depression because her parents are getting divorced. And she doesn't understand what depression is. And she kind of slowly starts to learn what depression is through this like imaginary world that she creates. And so I think that one is pretty pondery of like, how do you explain to a child what depression is, and how do you explain to a child who's experiencing depression that they can be okay? Oh, that book gets ya. That book gets ya. Okay. So I have 6 books left. and I have one category left. But I don't think these can all fit into one category. Let's see. These two are kind of magic-y. Pride and Prejudice and The Office BFFs, it's like, they're kind of like, I mean, I guess I put all the other classics into pondering. But I guess I could also have category just of classics, because I do really love classics. But also, it's like, are you doing a disservice to classics when you just lump them all together as classics, even if they're completely different from each other? Because like Pride and Prejudice and The Grapes of Wrath are nowhere close to being similar as books. Like, they're not the same genre. They are because they're classics, but I don't know, I feel like that just kind of does a disservice to those books to be like, you're just a classic. I don't know. Shady Hollow, I'm gonna put into Fam Family, I guess. I don't feel really strongly about that. Somehow I feel like Shady Hollow can fit into old people, but they're not old people, they're animals. But you know what, I'm gonna put it in old people, because it feels like it fits there. Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. You know what, Office BFFs, Found Family. I stand by that. I stand by that. Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. What am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with these? Pride and Prejudice. What am I gonna do with Pride and Prejudice? Also, I have a whole other category. Maybe I don't have 6 categories of things I like. Okay, I'm gonna put Keeper of Enchanted Dreams into Fam Family because I do think it has those aspects. Or I'm gonna duplicate it. It also can go into Journey. This doesn't really fit in here really nicely. Just pretend it looks good, okay? Oh, okay. So now I have everyone in my family is killed with someone and everyone on this train is a suspect, which maybe I should have counted those as one like I did with the others, but whatever. And Pride and Prejudice. You know what? I'm gonna put everyone in my family's killed someone and everyone on this train is a suspect into what is happening. Which, I don't know. In my brain, what is happening doesn't really mean what it's reflecting here on this chart. Sorry if you hear my son. He's having some quiet time. It's not very quiet, is it? That's okay. Because in my brain, what is happening is like all of the weird speculative books that I like. But then if I like naming them off the top of my head, I would be like Annihilation, Sourdough by Robin Sloan, Piranesi. What else? I don't know. And like, I think I did give Annihilation 5 stars, but I read it in 2022, which is why it's not on here. I am planning on rereading it soon though, so we'll see. So in my head what is happening is more like speculative stuff, which I think The Last Mirror of the End of the World still does kind of fit into. Piranesi definitely fits into that. The Only One Left and Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone and Everyone in This Train is a Suspect though, those are just more like twisty what is happening. So I guess what is happening is a multifaceted category that means lots of things. Okay, so the last book here that I need to categorize is Pride and Prejudice. So category 6 is just going to be Pride and Prejudice. Wait, did I spell it right? Prejudice. I did, you just can't see it. Dun 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 dun! Just what is it that I love about Pride and Prejudice? I love a few things. I love the examination of women's lives during this time period, of feeling like you have to get married because that's the only security that you have. Housing security. That's something that really touches me deeply and I enjoy learning about. The Regency stuff is just fun. It's fun to see, you know, another time period. The yearning. The humility. The having to become humble. That's what I love. I love Pride and Prejudice. I think I've talked about Pride and Prejudice for my past like 3 videos in a row. So sorry. Sorry if you've watched all those videos and you're like, shut up about Pride and Prejudice. Sorry. I will not stop about Pride and Prejudice. So, that's that, I guess. So now that I have all of these categorized, I think in the next video, I'll make another video where I then try and find a book to read from each one of these categories. Now, Pride and Prejudice as a category won't really work for me to read another one unless I just read another Jane Austen, because I actually haven't read any of her other books. I have all of them. I have a collection, a bind-up of them, which is really actually inconvenient to read from, so I would probably get it from Libby. But that's gonna be the next thing. So my next thing will be trying to find a book that fits into found family, old people, a journey, what is happening, pondering, and Pride and Prejudice. Not one book that fits into all of those, by the way, but one book for each. And maybe I'll split it up into a few videos and try and do a little reading vlog. But that is my 5-star audit of things that I like in books. It's really interesting to see them laid out like this. And we'll see how 2025 goes as far as 5 stars. So far, it's not going well. So far, I think that my first 5-star of the year is going to be a reread, and that will be To Kill a Mockingbird, because I'm about halfway through that, and I know I love that book, and it's a 5-star, so like, it counts, but does it? I'm bummed. I'm bummed, guys, that I haven't had a 5-star yet. Please give me all of your book recommendations for these categories. I guess you could call them tropes. I just feel like the word trope has been taken over by book talk and I don't like it. But give me recommendations for these categories, and hopefully I'll find another 5-star out of them, right? Right. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!